Next game is the Panthers and the Lions. The Lions took this one 42-24. High-scoring affair here. Bryce Young, 25 of 41, 247 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Love to see the touchdowns going up, even though it was garbage time. But still, touchdowns were good to see. The yards are getting to a respectable point. I think Bryce Young is slowly getting it, but don't think that the Panthers are going to win very many games or that this offense is going to be very high-flying because Bryce Young really doesn't have that much help around him. Chuba Hubbard led the way for all rushers, 9 carries, 35 yards. Miles Sanders, he had a better average than Chuba Hubbard, but he had 2 less carries, 7 carries, 32 yards. I wonder if the groin injury was still bothering him, and that's why Chuba Hubbard outsnapped him, or if they're just getting sick of Miles Sanders' inefficiency. But with Sanders performing here better as far as efficiency is concerned, I still think he's a hold. I don't think you drop Miles Sanders. I don't think he's really a buy low as much as I did last week either. I think he's more of a hold to see what happens next week with Chuba Hubbard because maybe Sanders gets more looks once this groin injury gets a little healthier. We'll just have to watch for next week. Laviska Shenault coming in. He looked explosive in the backfield. 5 carries for 27 yards. I wouldn't be surprised to see them use Laviska Shenault as a running back a little bit more in the Cordero Patterson mold player there. Bryce Young had 1 carry for 4, and Andy Dalton came in on a quarterback sneak and got 1 yard. Adam Thielen is really surprising people as a reliable fantasy option week to week. 11 catches, 107 yards, a touchdown, 13 targets. He's looked really good. I think if you drafted Adam Thielen at the end of your draft, congratulations, because I don't think people are really going to be paying a premium for Adam Thielen right now. So just hold on to him and enjoy this output because it is fantastic. Jonathan Mingo, 5 catches, 48 yards, 7 targets. Good to see him get a little bit more work here. DJ Chark had 3 catches for 42 yards and a touchdown. Ian Thomas had just the 1 catch for 28. Hayden Hurst had 3 catches for 21. I think if you have Hayden Hurst or DJ Chark on your team, I think they're a pretty safe drop at this point. But I would say Jonathan Mingo, I think, is going to have a little bit more of a role as we go forward. Tommy Tremble just had the 1 catch for 1 yard and a touchdown. Miles Sanders did not haul in his only target, and Chuba Hubbard had 2 targets, 1 catch, and 0 yards. For the Lions, they were absolutely clicking out there. No Jahmyr Gibbs, no Amon-Ra St. Brown. Who cares? Jared Goff, 20 of 28, 236 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Great day from him. David Montgomery, he is not going anywhere. I know Jahmyr Gibbs is super explosive, but David Montgomery has looked exceptional the last 2 weeks. 19 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown is amazing stuff from him. He is absolutely going to stay a thing the rest of the season. Craig Reynolds had 7 carries for 52 yards and a touchdown. Awesome stuff from him as well. Jared Goff, 2 carries for 0 yards, but the touchdown is really good to see for him as far as his fantasy value is concerned. And Teddy Bridgewater came in, had 2 carries for -2 yards. Josh Reynolds had a really huge opportunity here without Amon-Ra St. Brown or Jahmyr Gibbs playing. 4 catches, 76 yards, a touchdown, 5 targets. Really good stuff from him. He was a solid spot start today. I will say I think he's a sell high because of those guys coming back. And Jameson Williams is going to have more of a role in this offense too. This was his first game back, so he was on a little bit of a snap count here. Sam LaPorta, he's looked exceptional as a starting tight end option. Just start him at tight end every week. Don't even think about it. 3 catches, 47 yards, 2 touchdowns, only 4 targets, but still, the 2 touchdowns is exceptional. Just keep playing him. Kalif Raymond, 3 catches for 45 yards for him, taking advantage of no St. Brown here. Marvin Jones had 2 catches for 22. David Montgomery had 2 catches for 20 on 6 targets. Brock Wright had 3 catches for 16, the tight end there. Zonovan Knight had a catch for 8. And Jameson Williams, on that snap count that we were talking about earlier, just a 2 catch for 2 yards on 3 targets. He now has 3 career catches because he only had 1 last year. It's going to be interesting to see how his role develops as the season goes on. He's not going to be a total dud. He's super explosive. I think some of these Josh Reynolds yards are going to be going to Jameson Williams down the field. Just keep an eye on him. If he's still on your team, don't drop him or anything. Just hang on to him and see how it goes next week.